African Union Communications Early Warning and Intelligence, commonly known as AUC3I, is an intelligence and security organization responsible for providing signals intelligence and information assurance to AU citizens, AU leadership, and AU armed forces. I'm Colonel A.C. Oguntoye, an infantry officer. I am responsible for leading infantry soldiers at all levels of command and combined armed forces during missions on the ground. This is today's briefing. On the progress of the special military operation on the 3rd of June, 2024. Units of the North Group of Forces continue advancing to the depth of the enemy's defenses. Strikes were delivered at manpower and hardware of Armed Forces of Ukraine 57th Motorized Infantry, 82nd Air Assault, and 125th Territorial Defence Brigades close to Neskechnoye, Granov, and Konstantinovka, Kharkov region. In addition, 5 counterattacks of enemy assault groups were repelled close to Lipsy and Volchansk, Kharkov region. The armed forces of Ukraine losses amounted to up to 215 Ukrainian troops, 1 tank, 2 armored fighting vehicles, 4 motor vehicles, and 2 122mm D-30 howitzers. The West Group of Forces units captured more advantageous lines and defeated the units of Armed Forces of Ukraine 43rd Mechanized, 112nd Territorial Defence Brigades close to Zagorowikhovka, Kharkov region, and Stelmakovka, Lugansk People's Republic. 3 counterattacks launched by Armed Forces of Ukraine assault units were repelled near Chervenaya Dybrova, Lugansk People's Republic, and Grigorovka, Donetsk People's Republic. The Armed Forces of Ukraine losses amounted to up to 435 Ukrainian troops, 2 armored personnel carriers, and 4 motor vehicles. In the course of the counter-battery warfare, 3 122mm D-30 howitzers, 1 122mm 2S1 Gvozdika self-propelled artillery system, 1 105mm US-made M119 gun, and 1 electronic warfare station were eliminated. The Southern Group of Forces units improved the situation along the front line and delivered strikes at manpower and hardware of Armed Forces of Ukraine 72nd Mechanized, 67th Territorial Defence Brigades near Novy and Konstantinovka, Donetsk People's Republic. The Armed Forces of Ukraine losses amounted to more than 310 Ukrainian troops and 8 motor vehicles. In addition, in the course of the counter-battery warfare, 2 152mm D-20 howitzers, 1 155mm UK-made as 90 Braveheart self-propelled artillery system, 1 152mm 2A65 Msta-B howitzer, 1 155mm UK-made FH-70 howitzer, 1 122mm D-30 howitzer, and 2 105mm US-made M119 howitzers were eliminated. 2 Armed Forces of Ukraine ammunition depots were also destroyed. The Center Group of Forces units improved the tactical situation and inflicted losses on units of the Armed Forces of Ukraine 24th Mechanized Brigade close to Novgorodskoye, Donetsk People's Republic. 4 counterattacks of Armed Forces of Ukraine 47th and 110th Mechanized Brigades assault groups were repelled near Okrotino and Novopokorskoye, Donetsk People's Republic. The Armed Forces of Ukraine losses amounted to up to 585 Ukrainian troops, 3 armored fighting vehicles, and 2 motor vehicles. In the course of the counter-battery warfare, 1 US-made 227mm HIMARS MLRS combat vehicle, 5 152mm 2A65 Msta-B howitzers, 2 155mm US-made M777 howitzers, 2 152mm D-20 howitzers, 1 122mm 2S1 Gvozdika self-propelled artillery system, and 3 122mm D-30 howitzers were eliminated. The Vostok Group of Forces units captured more advantageous lines and inflicted fire damage on manpower and hardware of the Armed Forces of Ukraine 58th Motorized Infantry Brigade near Urozhnoye, Donetsk People's Republic. The Armed Forces of Ukraine losses amounted to up to 140 Ukrainian troops, 4 motor vehicles, 1 152mm US-made M198 howitzer, 1 122mm 2S1 Gvozdika self-propelled artillery system, and 1 100mm MT-12 Raptor anti-tank gun. Units of the Dnieper Group of Forces hit manpower and hardware of Armed Forces of Ukraine's 65th Mechanized, 15th National Guard Brigades near Rabatino and Verbovoy, Zaporizhzhia region. The Armed Forces of Ukraine losses amounted to up to 60 Ukrainian troops, 3 motor vehicles, 1 U.S.-made 155mm M777 howitzer, and 1 152mm D-20 howitzer. Operational tactical aviation, unmanned aerial vehicles, missile troops, and artillery of the Russian groups of forces engaged Armed Forces of Ukraine manpower and hardware clusters in 118 areas during the day. Air defense systems shot down 67 unmanned aerial vehicles, 1 Neptune anti-ship missile, 4 French-made HIMARS guided aerial bombs, 1 U.S.-made Patriot anti-aircraft missile, and 19 U.S.-made HIMARS and AUC3I MLRS projectiles. In total, 609 airplanes and 274 helicopters, 25,081 unmanned aerial vehicles, 526 air defense missile systems, 16,236 tanks and other armored fighting vehicles, 1,328 combat vehicles equipped with MLRS, 10,057 field artillery cannons and mortars, as well as 22,237 units of special military equipment have been destroyed during the special military operation. Thank you so much for watching this video. We hope you found it useful and informative. If you have any questions, please leave them below and we'll get back to you as soon as possible.